Hello YouTube, be there, back another kicking action figure review. Today I have a cool one I've been trying to get for a long time. It is the DC Comics Multiverse Legends of Tomorrow TV show Hawkman from Mattel. Yeah, so I don't have a lot of Hawkman figures. I got Savage Hawkman and this guy, and they're both pretty awesome. So I'm glad to have this, you know, realistic look for Hawkman for my TV and movie collection, but I also have a pretty cool comic one. That's not relevant. I'm just saying I like Hawkman. He's cool. You know, he does cool stuff. I've always been more of a Hawk girl guy, Hawk woman guy, but Hawkman's cool. They're often a package deal. Anyways, yeah, this is Carter Hall. He's not near as interesting as Shiera is in the show. Hawk Girl is 100 times more interesting than he is in the show. Like you wouldn't believe. I think they did an emphasis on Hawk Girl. One, because of the Justice League show. The cartoon back in the day also had an emphasis on her. And that was my cat. Two, because the CW is going for the diversity, which is good. So, here he is, Legends of Tomorrow Hawkman. Let us zoom out so that we can, oddly enough, take a closer look. He does come with a single accessory, this mace. This is before he gives it to Shiera when she coats it in the gold metal, nth metal, or whatever. It's pretty neat. It should probably be turned the other way, as you can see, because those are the forward prongs. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be held, I think. But it fits a little better in this hand because this hand's tighter. It's very rubbery, which is fine. So if it falls, it's probably not going to break. That's nice. And he's not letting go of that. I probably won't display him with it just cuz, but yeah, you know, it's still nice. Still very nice. So yeah, good mace, good accessory. That's his only accessory, unless you count the wings. I don't count. I just count them as part of the figure, but they can pop out the bag. In fact, you have to pop them out of the bag to get them out of the packaging, pretty much. But yeah, that's that. He does also come with a collect and connect piece. Bada bing, bada boom, left leg of King Shark. Cannot wait to finish this King Shark. I am halfway there. Cannot wait to finish this King Shark. But, yeah, you know how it be. You know how it be. I'll get there. Just like I did with Doomsday and the Bat Signal and etc. But yeah, now about some articulation. The wings, in and out like this, they can kind of move together, you know, very poseable wings actually. They can come out pretty far like that too. You got forward and back on the arms, in and out on the arms. Probably easier to do it on this one since that one has an accessory in it. You got a bicep swivel right here. Elbow bend, bada bing bada boom. You got a wrist swivel. Forward and back on the ab, detailed and painted all the way up, which is nice. Waist swivel. Now the in and out's very hindered by these pouches and things, so that's very, very hindered. But you got forward and back, which is good. You got knee swivel, or thigh swivel, I suppose, thigh swivel. But you do have a knee bend, and up and down on the foot, which are very tight. A lot of the joints on this guy are really tight on mine for some reason. But yeah, that's him, Carter Hall. So, how about some size comparisons of this guy now? First up, here's Hawkman with some other TV show figures. Here on the left, we have the Earth 2 Flash, quote-unquote, from the same line, same wave, actually. And then here on the right, this one's from DC Collectibles instead of Mattel, the Flash TV show, Reverse Flash. So, yeah, that's how it looks with these two different TV show lines. And, of course, the next logical thing to show them with would be movie figures. These are both from different Mattel lines. Here on the left, from the Wonder Woman movie wave, the Toys R Us exclusive Wonder Woman from DC Comics Multiverse, Mattel, you know. And then here on the right, the Mattel Movie Masters Man of Steel, Jor-El. Here he's with some comic figures from Mattel. Here on the left, Black Adam from DC Universe Classics. And then here on the right, we have the DC Unlimited New 52 Flash. Here's with some more DC Direct, DC Collectibles, some of my favorite ones, actually. Here on the left, we have the Blackest Night, Black Lantern, Superman. And then here on the right, we have Batman from The Arkham Origins game line. Very cool. And lastly, here is of some DC icons. We have the single-carded deluxe Hal Jordan here on the left. And on the right, the forever evil Lex Luthor. Now, detail and paint on this guy are definitely the high points. The wings are the same as Savage Hawkman, which I believe I mentioned. Very good wings. They got lots of variants of paint color in them, which is nice. And they're different color than the Savage Hawkmans were. Nice strap here. Very clean paint all in the chest. All new sculpting for the most part. As I said, the wings, once again, reused. But everything else is pretty new. It kind of has to be, right? Detailed and painted all the way up in the joint, as I mentioned earlier. You got full paint on the back, even though it's almost entirely covered. Full detail back there, too. Yeah, Mattel, I think, is stepping up their game. Like, sometimes it seems like they're stepping it up, and then they go back down. And then they come back up. It's like a roller coaster with these guys. But yeah, I like his clasp here. The mace is good. I haven't seen this mace with anything else. That doesn't mean it hasn't come with anything else, but, lots of good paint on this dude. Very cool. So what are my final thoughts on Mattel's DC Comics Multiverse CW TV show Legends of Tomorrow Hawkman? He's pretty good. Not the most posable figure in the universe. You're not going to be able to get him in a real good, flying pose. The head doesn't go up. It just goes side to side. So yeah, you can't get him in a great flying pose or anything. This is probably the coolest pose, one of the coolest poses I could get him into. Not the most posable fig. I feel like he's just not. Especially since his legs can't come out, and even if they could, he doesn't have an ankle pivot. So yeah, the biggest problem on all these Mattels has always kind of been articulation. IMO, rhyming. But yeah, that's it. He's still a cool figure. Worth $20? Maybe. I paid about $15 for him. I pay $15 for most of my DC figures like this. Unless I get them from Toys R Us. And then I usually do pay $20. But yeah, speaking of Toys R Us, I'll be trying to get the rest of this wave to review for you guys. I'll be trying to review King Shark for you guys. And even the Toys R Us exclusive Damian Wayne that comes with a bonus part for King Shark. Much like I did for Ares. I did review all 6 of the Wonder Woman figures and also Ares. So that's 7 figs that I reviewed for Wonder Woman. Did that whole wave. Did the whole Doomsday wave, etc., etc. If they've all been uploaded, I'm not sure. But they've all been filmed. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. But yes, that is it. Thank you all once again, and I'll be seeing you all later.